Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this video in specific is going to be dedicated to my spider Reina, and a lot of people ask me questions about her and what type of tarantula she is. And in case you don't remember which one Reina is, can't really see her, but she is the bright gold one. She's in here because I am currently cleaning and doing a remodel of her tank. She normally is a big webber, and she kind of quit webbing, and so I wanted to remodel her home so that she would feel a little more comfortable in it and start to web again. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a rehouse. I'm going to show you as I let her back into her new home, and we're going to talk about her and her species and get the down and dirty with Reina. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so I am just going to be spritzing down this enclosure and giving this layer of substrate a nice wet feel to it. Reina is from parts of Costa Rica, so she is a dry species tarantula, but there is no moisture left in the cocoa substrate I was using because it has been open for a while, so any bit of moisture has escaped. So I do wet down the soil a bit and give her a little bit of moisture because she is still a tarantula and still needs that moisture. Spray that down. And she had a smaller water dish in here, but it was the same size. It was just a lot shallower, and I think that she needed this deeper dish because it was constantly running low on water. So yeah, I'm trying to just give her this larger dish and make sure that she is comfortable. Also, I'm going to give her these little pots, and I know that they're too small for her to hide in, but I'm going to give them to her as anchors for her web, so that she has a little bit of something to anchor onto. Alright, so here she is, and we're gonna open this up and let her back into her home. Get my temperament stick. Also, a lot of people keep telling me not to poke them with pencils. Number one, this is not a pencil, which is what I was using in my rose hair video. And number two, it has been what I have used since the day I got a tarantula, and it's never caused any issues. They are just fine. It's not a pencil, it's not sharp. Let me try and see if I can get her down on the substrate so we can see her. Alright guys, yeah, so there is Reina. I just want to do a little bit of educational stuff on her. Number one, she is not a tarantula. She is a funnel webber spider. Tarantulas belong to a different subfamily of arachnids than the funnel webbers. You can tell by her long spinnerets here that she definitely is a funnel webber. That's also what gives her more of that spindly spider-like appearance as opposed to the thick legs and large abdomens, and she's just more, she's just a little bit more spindly and scrawny. She's also very skittish, which again puts her and the funnel webber species. They're very fast. They're very skittish. She is not venomous. If she did bite me, she wouldn't cause any harm. So I'm not afraid of her. She does run. She is very fast, but like I said, I'm not afraid of her. She's not going to do any harm to me if she bites me. You can see she's not very large. Alright, so yeah, I didn't want to keep the camera on her too much because I did have the flash on. She's pretty sensitive to stuff like that. All tarantulas and spiders are. So I figured I'd finish up talking about her while she got comfortable in her new home and while she started her webbing. So anyway, yeah, Reina is an Acanthogonatus francki. She belongs to the Nemathidae family, whereas tarantulas belong to the Theraphosidae family. So Theraphosidae is tarantulas, Nemathidae are funnel webber species. It's pretty much the basic way of putting it. So she does belong to the Nemathidae family. She is a funnel webber, though. She is not a tarantula. She is a true spider. She is the only true spider that I own, and so she is not a tarantula. I want to verify that because a lot of people think, oh, she's such a pretty tarantula, but why does she look a little different? She's not a tarantula. She is a funnel webber. Like I said, that's what gives her that spindly appearance as opposed to the thick legs and the thicker abdomen. So yeah, she is gorgeous nonetheless. She has the same type of personality, so to say, as a tarantula. She's not aggressive. Her venom is not very potent. And she has the same care requirements as a tarantula. She will get larger. She has the same lifespan, anywhere from 15 to 20 years on average as a female. She is a Costa Rican gold rump. That is her common name. So she is from Costa Rica, so she has about the same care requirements as your common rose hair tarantula. She likes dry substrate, but obviously not too dry. She still needs that water dish and the occasional misting just to keep things healthy. And the one thing that I recommend is anchors in their tank. Like I use the little pots because they do like to web. Being a funnel webber species, they love to build big extravagant webs. And she wasn't too happy in her old tank. She was webbing when she was first put into her enclosure. She webbed the entire floor. All you could see was web. And she would web the corners of her enclosure, which you couldn't really see in the videos because she had an old water dish in there. And when I ripped the old water dish out, it took a lot of her webbing with it. And she kind of quit webbing from there. So I did give her new enclosure, gave her some anchors in. It's the same enclosure, I just did a remodel. Gave her fresh new substrate, gave her a new water dish, a bigger water dish, and some anchors, the pots as anchors for her webbing. I think she'll be much happier in there. But yeah, I did want to address that, so a lot of people were asking. So again, she is a Acanthogonatus francki, and she is a funnel webber species. She's absolutely adorable. She is very skittish though. She walks pretty fast and she has that weird spider-like appearance as opposed to a tarantula. Tarantulas are more dinosaur-like in a sense. It's the way that I see it. They kind of dun dun dun, whereas she's very spidery and skittish. More like a typical house spider. That again is the personality that brings us back to the true spider aspect of things. But yeah, I figured I'd make this video because a lot of people ask me about her. She is obviously very bright and very pretty and gold and definitely an eye catcher. So a lot of people ask me about her. I did want to clarify all of this because they aren't very common. I know a lot of tea owners do have them, but they aren't very common in the tarantula aspect of things because they are considered true spiders. So you got to kind of find different aspects of the web, or different tarantula shows or reptile expos just to be able to find one. I did get mine from Jamie's Tarantulas, which I can leave a link down below. I also get a lot of my tarantulas from online or from expos. I'll do a whole nother video on where I get tarantulas and what I recommend. So yeah, that completes this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. We got so much information. More videos coming soon. I would like to try and get you guys as much information as I possibly can. Leave a comment down below if you have any further questions about Reina. I'll try and respond to as many comments as I can. Also, leave some comments down below for videos that you'd like to see coming up in the future. So that's it. Bye, everybody.